Ever stop to think how much those little impulse buys on your phone are adding up to, and how many subscription payments are sneaking out of your bank account every single month? Before I started using Rocket Money, let me tell you, I had no idea. But the first time I logged in, I saved $435. I couldn't believe it. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps you find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. I just love the dashboard. It shows everything in one place, even the subscriptions you forgot you signed up for. And if there's something you don't need, Rocket Money helps you cancel it. Plus, it alerts you if a bill increases or if something unusual pops up in your account. It's basically like having a personal assistant for your money. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/Kim today. That's rocketmoney.com/Kim. rocketmoney.com/Kim. Hi, Kim Commando here. Well, first up, we have your digital life hack. And after that, I'm going to play a call from my weekend national radio show. Did you see that video of the gorilla at the San Diego Zoo? It smashes through its enclosure like it's King Kong, shattering the glass, attempting to attack a little girl nearby. Terrifying, but not for the reasons you think. That gorilla video is 100% made by AI, and millions have fallen for it. I'm Kim Commando for ExpressVPN. Every time you go online, your provider tracks you. Protect your privacy and get 4 extra months at expressvpn.com/Kim. New AI tools like Sora or Pika can create fakes that look like the real deal, duping even the savviest people. So how do you spot these fakes before you hit share? The video is not gorgeous or full of details. It intentionally looks terrible. It's grainy, it's shaky. It looks like it was filmed on a 10-year-old phone camera. That's not an accident. The blur in the pixels are perfect camouflage for AI's mistakes. That's why you didn't question the gorilla video. The line between real and fake is stickier each day. Get my newsletter at getkim.com. Next up, a call from my weekend show, The Kim Commando Show. Enjoy. In business, they say you can have better, cheaper, or faster, but you only get to pick 2. What if you could have all 3? That's exactly what Cohere, Thomson Reuters, and Specialized Bikes have since they upgraded to the next generation of the cloud, Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. OCI is the blazing fast platform for your infrastructure, database, application development, and AI needs, where you can run any workload in a high-performance environment and spend less than with other clouds. How's it faster? OCI block storage delivers more operations per second. Cheaper, up to 50% less for compute, 70% less for storage, and 80% less for networking. Better, in test after test, customers report lower latency and higher bandwidth versus other clouds. This is the cloud built for AI and all your biggest workloads. And right now, with zero commitment, try OCI for free. Just go to oracle.com/Kim. That's oracle.com/Kim, oracle.com/Kim.
This episode is brought to you by Netflix. This Monday night, witness the end of an era. John Cena takes center stage for his final appearance ever on Monday Night Raw. One last match, one unforgettable farewell. Come celebrate the legacy of a true WWE legend. Monday Night Raw, November 17th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time, only on Netflix. Be there for the moment everyone will be talking about.
You know, I'm really excited about our next caller. Have you ever seen a video on YouTube and you're thinking, like, wonder what the backstory is on that?
Every time.
Many
times.
Wonder what really happened. And it has to do with Trevor McNally. He's a former U.S. Marine Staff Sergeant turned full-time YouTuber, and he has a very specific hobby. And that hobby is picking a lock. Have you ever tried to pick a lock?
No.
Oh, I've never tried either.
One time we moved into a house, and there was a lock on the shed. It was a combination lock. And every day, my dad would go out and in sequence try the numbers until months later, he finally got it open.
So here's basically what happened in that whole video. Trevor McNally, it started when one of his viewers left a comment daring him to try the virtually unpickable trailer hitch lock from a company by the name of Proven Industries. It's a $130 heavy-duty beast designed to secure your boat, your RV, or your trailer. And the company bragged about its toughness. So McNally took up the challenge. So I was on YouTube trying to find more information about this case. And I ran across Ian Runkle. Now, Ian is an attorney in Canada. We don't hold that against him. but he does know a lot about U.S. law. And his hour-long dissertation about what happened and what should have happened is amazing. And Ian, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Now, Ian, tell us what happened next.
So, you make a call out, and of course he responds because Trevor McNally, that's what he does. He picks locks. So he does a video, and it shows him shimming the lock. It's not really picking it, but using a piece of a pop can. I think it was a liquid death can that he used.
A tall boy.
Yep. And he just flips it open. He's sitting there. He's sipping a juice box. He's kicking his legs. Those parts were mentioned specifically in the eventual lawsuit. But he just pops it open. And the company loses their mind because they called him out, and now everybody's going, wait a minute, I spent $130 on this lock, and it can be opened with a piece of pop can?
Yeah, it looked like it didn't take him very long to do that either.
No, and the thing is that shimming it essentially bypasses the little piece that holds the lock together when it's locked, and it pulls it in such that the spring is depressed, and now it basically unlocks it. So you don't need, there's no picking involved, there's no keying involved. It's just that you hook around that piece and pull it in from the other side, the sort of reverse side. So they then proceed to issue takedowns. They say that he's violating their copyright, and they also go on the offensive, and they say, this video is faked, he tampered with the lock, he this, he that. So he starts making more videos to address this. Because they said he tampered with the lock, he makes a video that shows him opening an Amazon box, retrieving the lock in its original packaging, opening it up, and picking it, and shimming it. So they then get really upset. They're filing lawsuits. They're accusing him of defamation. They're accusing him of copyright infringement.
Trade libel was in there too.
Yes. And the lawsuits are just so bad because the copyright infringement, it's very clearly fair use. It's just he uses a small portion of their video, and it's a clearly different purpose because their video is to advertise their locks. He is directly addressing their claim, right? He's saying, listen, they're claiming it's this invincible lock. They called me out. He actually specifically shows the call out, and it's not that invincible. So maybe they should have a little less confidence about this. It's basically textbook fair use. It is exactly the purpose why fair use is in American law. Canadian law has something similar, but yes.
So it goes to court, right? And it goes to mediation.
So it goes to sort of an initial hearing because Proven Industries wants an injunction. They want to prevent Trevor McNally from making more videos. They're like, we got to stop this. They're trying to stop the bleed. So they end up having this hearing on the injunction. And the hearing on the injunction does not go well for them because in the course of it, it's fairly clear that the judge has a very different view of the copyright infringement, but also they end up admitting that they were able to replicate the shimming attack. They're just like, well, we think it's slightly harder than than was shown.
Okay, but in their promotional video, they were shown, oh, look, a bolt cutter couldn't do this, and this couldn't do that. But, oh, wait, oh, yeah, we can shim. It can shim. Okay, all right.
Yeah. And I mean, most locks aren't as secure as people think they are. Locks, locks are vulnerable to picking. Locks are vulnerable to all sorts of things. But if you're going to sell it as like this super high-end premium thing, some sort of anti-shim protection is a good idea. And they actually admitted that they had a sort of higher-end lock core that you could buy that was more resistant to shimming. I haven't seen that one, but they've said, yep, that one is better. But it's $130. They're selling it as this sort of super lock. What, you'd expect it to be a little more resilient than that. And when your court argument is, well, he makes it look too easy, the problem that they were having, well, on cross-examination, they were getting hammered with the fact that if you go on YouTube right now, you can watch dozens and dozens of videos on all sorts of topics that make all sorts of things look easy. You know, if you pull up like somebody doing archery, there's probably going to be somebody out there right now who can, you know, do bullseyes standing on their hands, shooting the bow with their feet. I've seen that video.
Should we sue them? I think we should sue them because they make it look too easy. Get a payday from this.
Nobody thinks that this super expert necessarily means that, like, the average person is going to be able to do that as easily, right?
Right.
If I go, they literally brought up, like, if you go up and look for a mechanic and they say, here's how you fix this part in the engine, it's like, well, the newbie, the first person to try it, is obviously going to have a little more trouble than this guy who's been an expert mechanic for 30 years, who's just able to, take apart and put back an engine in his sleep. So at the end of this injunction hearing, I was looking over this transcript going, I don't see what's left of their case. The cross-examination on this just has flattened any hope of this lawsuit. And sure enough, that lawsuit ends up getting dropped not long thereafter. Although I think the judge was a little disappointed because the judge asked for a demo.
Oh.
He's a fan.
Now, and now, Ian, what was, because I watched your video. You're a lawyer, right?
Yep.
Okay. So that's why I wanted to talk to you, because you give a different perspective of what really happens. And is this a real frivolous lawsuit? I mean, because my take was, imagine if Proven Industries came out in the beginning and said, you know what? Thank you, Trevor.
Right.
Thank you. Thanks for pointing out the flaws in our design and our system.
Back to the drawing board. Let's make this lock even better.
And if you have one, send it back to us. We'll give you 50% off on the new version whenever it comes out.
And then imagine if they come out with one, they team up with him, and he can't break the new one. Imagine the marketing machine that would be behind that.
That's true. That would be a big one.
And the thing is there are actually other companies that did exactly that strategy. There is a company that makes a little gun box, right? And it's important that your gun box be somewhat secure because you're probably using this to, like, keep the gun away from kids and stuff like that. Lockpicking Lawyer, I think it was, did a video showing, hey, here's this easy bypass. And that company's response was not to freak out and sue. They went, oh, and they fixed the bypass, and they basically improved their model and said, hey, look, we fixed this, and that's the way to go.
Yeah. But
a lot of companies don't really understand how to navigate the sort of world of YouTube and so forth. So they go to, like, we've got a lawyer, he should sue. And what the lawyer should have said is fix the product. And, if I was them, I would have sent him a care package with, here's the fixed lock, here's like a thank you something or other. And then you're getting him to make a video going, oh, look, they fixed it.
These companies are getting free R&D and they don't even realize it.
Yeah, they are. 100%.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that if you wanted to hire Trevor McNally, like if you're a lock company and you wanted to hire him to do testing, like product testing, it's probably super expensive. But they could have even avoided it just by not calling him out.
Yeah,
true. I don't know if he was even on their radar until they said, well, he only goes after the easy ones.
Yeah, well.
Don't call out people if you don't want the smoke. Just don't bring it.
Exactly. So, Ian, what's the name of your channel? So if somebody wants to watch the whole video, because it is fascinating. It's over an hour, so it's, there's a commitment there, but I really found it fascinating.
The channel is Runkle of the Bailey. There's actually a few videos on this topic, and they're all long because I do like the deep dives and really pick apart the law. So if that's your thing, you'll like it. If you want the 10-minute video, you'll probably not like it as much.
Yeah, but you know what? You go into a lot of detail, and I like that. I like that you have a legal background because it gives some perspective to that, and that's why I wanted to get Ian on with us. Ian, thank you for being here. Once again, the channel is Runkle. That's RUNKLE of the Bailey. Runkle of the Bailey. Hey, join over 650,000 folks who get my free newsletter every single morning. You're going to love it. It takes just 5 minutes to stay up to date on everything that's happening in the tech world. Get the current newsletter. Sign up now at getkim.com.